Welcome to Warp TV, where we help you get good and maybe take some scalps. We actually have something new for you today. It's called the Play of the Day. We'll have one of these or a scalp of the day. So just remember to keep submitting them and we will show them. Come on, you don't want your teammates to keep thinking you're lying about your sick ass plays. Come on, submit them. Okay, here goes. This one is against Love Turtle. I know at least one of my teammates will be happy to see this. I actually went on to win this game. That was a good game, Love Turtle. Well played. Okay, and on to the Commoners Challenge. So obviously here, all common cards will be level 5, so utilize that to your best advantage and gameplay style. Alright guys, first off in your challenge examples, we have Corona End of the World. Haha. We got an okay starting hand here. Let's always start these games cordial. And he actually is going to open with a poke. So because he kind of forced us to use that Super Craig a little early, we're going to see just how much we can get away with. And we're going to only summon units till we're on 10 energy. He thinks I'm actually trying to win this little push, but that's not the case. And he's going to keep summoning and summoning. But he's going to get a harsh lesson in why Labard is going to be the most OP card in this challenge. We're going to follow up with a moderate push. We just kind of want to keep poking him and not let him get too comfortable. Then we're going to build up a nice slow push. Got an important distinction though with that slow push. Here we're just going pretty minimal, and that's why I use that super fart. Notice I'm not adding anything else because I have full confidence in my new kid and my dog Timmy to defend against that push. Only put out what you need, guys, and as you can see we quickly built up 8-9 energy. And we're going to slowly continue our slow push, but with the backing to properly do so. Here there's clearly going to be a bit of a skirmish in the center after an arrow storm, so just answer properly for everything he's putting out. Let's keep our units alive. As you can see, Diabetes is got his charge off. And he actually stayed and gave us another hit for another bar. And it looks like Corona gave up. Hopefully that's what happens in real life to good game Corona. Hope we never see you again. Up in your challenge mode examples, we have Highrise Detox, same deck as before. That deck was really good, and I couldn't really make anything else work, so you're pretty much safe with that deck. Here we're doing a fighter poke, and in combination with an assassin poke. Kind of want to scare him up a little bit and force him to use cards he wouldn't normally use, and sure enough he did. Of course we have our OP for this challenge, Labard, with automatic value here. And we're going to put our TNP behind the attackers so that they don't attack that weakened Labard. You see a swarm and your first instinct should be, do I have Super Craig? But always obviously check for your situation. We're going to still consider this a little bit of a push here. He's obviously going to summon more units to assist. And there it is. Just keep bringing them back to you and build up that push if you can. Here, Princess Kenny is going to win, but we have full confidence that our new kid will be able to kill it, so don't overcommit, don't overuse energy. Now that we have 10 energy and a unit to properly build a slow push around, we're going to go ahead and try to do that. And he's got about the same idea, so we're going to need to outplay. Stan is going to be a pretty good play behind your new kid because he's not technically the best fighter. He can handle himself, but you want his charge more than anything. And remember, we are still trying to build a slow push. So he's engaging us in the middle, and that's where we need to outplay him. That DSR is going to not matter because we have our Tupperware in the middle. So just provide an answer for each card he plays. Here we're getting a tad aggressive, but then again he's also going to get a little scared and make moves like that. And with Belth targeted on the new kid, that's going to be a good game. Highrise, well done. Next up in your challenge examples, we have Screw You Guys, I'm Going Home. We're going to try a poke with the rats, see how scared we can get them. Pretty good, he didn't budge much. Let's build a medium slow push from behind a new kid. Let's save Stan's charge for a better situation. And look at the time. Let's continue to slow our own movements and summon behind the new kid. And let's continue to see what he does. He just basically wasted that Labard. You should use Labard when there's at least 2 assassins out on the field because you're automatically going to get a neutral cost. So like 2 cost assassins, maybe Paladin Butters and Princess Kenny. And then anything else that's on the field, you're going to just weaken, so you're going to get a little bonus push on your energy. Remember, anything you do, you have to have value. Let's trust our cards and how we place them, and let's not overcommit to this stuff. We're at 5-6 energy now, so we definitely don't want to do anything too crazy. So we are going to push with those rats and see what we can get out of him. Notice that Super Craig placement. He's got a ranged melee attack pretty much, so he can basically punch through your allies, and you definitely want to utilize that anytime you can. And if you've seen my other videos on challenges, you know Super Craig is really OP on a nerfed new kid. More so now that he is considered a common card and he is buffed to level 5 in these challenges. And as you can see, superior placement often trumps superior card levels or card numbers. Okay, so I see 2 swarms, and that means a Labard. That was a really bad waste of energy. I mean, he did kill 2 of my units technically, but you want to use a swarm in kind of like a support role, especially when you see your opponent's cards coming. There wasn't much hope there. And with that, that was a very good game. See you next time. Next up, we have Sled with Medicinal KFC. Gonna start with a assassin push, scare him up a little bit. That was pretty good. We damaged his Tupperware pretty nicely, and we're gonna build up the slow push behind our new kid. And he's gonna give us a bit of a rush, but let's answer for each card. Remember, each card, don't freak out. This is looking like he overcommitted just a bit. He's not hurting my units at all. And he may take the bar, but it's going to be at a pretty bad cost overall. Okay, and he did take the bar, but at the cost of overcommitting the whole game thus far. I don't think he's going to be able to hold off any attack that I do, so we're going to play a little aggressively. Remember guys, always play to what your opponent is doing, and play to what you believe your opponent's energy costs have gone through. So as you can see there, our slow push was enough to where our Timmy stayed behind the new kid blast, and we're still doing a pretty strong push, so we can afford to keep committing to this attack. So we took a second bar, and our opponent looks like he's getting pretty fresh with us. So that's when you start to slow down just a little bit. Just keep watching. Those rats were placed a little early on my part. We should have taken care of that Belf or had her target something else so that we didn't risk a fed Belf. Good game and well done. Next up we have K-Gore with Medicinal KFC. So although we have our slow pushing unit here in our hand, we don't want to always start off that way. We always want to see what we can get away with, and that rat push turned out to be pretty good. He freaked out and put out 2 units to answer for a 3-cost card. Now we can go ahead and start a slow push. This is a great example of overcommitting to a attack. We're going to be able to answer for each and every card on our side of the field, as well as getting assistance from our new kid, Zap. Okay, there's going to be hardly any value to that Labard. Yeah, only killed a 2-cost card and slightly hurt our Timmy. And as before, we're not going to overcommit to a single unit, although we may get our Timmy hit, but that's okay. We don't want to put more units than we can afford to send. Even at 8 energy, we want to continue that slow push till 10 if possible. So now our goal is going to be to defend our Timmy, and I'm fairly certain he's going to do an all-out attack in the center, so we want to kind of be prepared for that. Another DSR in the center there, but that's okay. We're gonna Labard everything and continue our slow push. Timmy's gonna be a pretty important unit, as well as our Super Craig, but he's not gonna be able to stop all of this. Minor setback here with that Paladin shield, but we're gonna keep pressing it. Super Craig's providing a lot of value in these fights. Make sure you use them, guys. So now we're going to shift to a situational slow push. We're going to answer for that increased health Belf. It was actually a pretty bad play even with the increased health on a Belf. You need proper support for that to make any kind of sense. But then they also put that tweak up front, and obviously he doesn't have very much health. Rats are going to work behind that slave. And just in case he's building up energy for a massive push, we're going to go ahead and restart our slow push. And actually, it looks like Kagor gave up, but either way, that's a good game. That's a well done. We will see you next time. And actually, next time ended up being the very next game. Sorry about that. Can't help what the system does, Kagor. That was also another good game, but I didn't want to put you on here twice. I think of the two, we had a better game the first game. So, okay, guys, with that, I think you get the point. This deck was very, very strong. Use that Labard, use that Super Craig. Let me know in the comments how you did in your runs. I had quite a few and I did pretty well. And also, thank you for watching till the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of my newest videos.